G'day guys, I'm the one and only Strom, and I'd love to know, how you doing? Good? Oh well, that's great. So today I came across a list of 30 things that non-Australians find, or well, not find, but have discovered about Australia, and I thought I'd make a reaction video to, offer my thoughts about whether these discoveries are actually true or not. So, yeah. Let's get started, shall we? Number 1. Just found out that Australians say, "At least we're not in America," when they're in a bad situation. Skullface emojis. And to think I couldn't be more embarrassed. Well, yeah, because we just have to remind ourselves that if we are in a bad situation, we just say, if we were in America, our problems would be like 10 times worse. And so, yeah. And on a side note, I don't think that usage of the phrase is limited to just Aussies as well. I'm pretty sure plenty of other countries also use the phrase as well. So, yeah. Because America... yeah. Moving on. Number 2. I just found out that Australians call cotton candy fairy floss. And I think that just might be the cutest thing I've ever learned. Well, yeah, because it's just a better... fairy floss is just a better name for it than cotton candy, because when I personally think of cotton candy, I'm thinking, why would you want to turn, a shirt fiber into, a candy? And it's just, doesn't make sense. So, yeah, fairy floss, better name. Number 3. I just learned that Australians call tater tots potato gems, and I will never call them anything else ever again. I'm so sorry, my precious potato gems, for not giving you the respect you deserve. My fellow Americans, I beg thee to take heed. Well, yeah. Potato gems, they're like little lumps of potato shaped like gems, so yeah, at least we actually know what we're eating, or, what they're meant to be. But, why do you Americans call them tater tots for? That doesn't even tell me what they are. America. The way you name things is just... yeah, so... moving along. Number 4. How have I just found out that Australians have the Queen's birthday off as a public holiday, but Britain doesn't? I didn't actually know that Britain doesn't get the Queen's holiday off, but, yeah, I suppose you learn something new every day. But on a side note, when it comes to the Queen's birthday down here in Australia, we do celebrate the Queen's birthday, but it's not actually on her birthday, it's on another date, so I don't know why the fuck we do that for, but hey, at least we get the bloody Queen's birthday off as a holiday in the first place, even if it's not a real birthday. I don't know why, but yeah. Number 5. I was today years old that I found out that Aussies have 5 time zones. Well, technically, Australia has 3 main time zones, but I think what this person is referring to is the fact that if you count the external territories that are not part of mainland Australia, then there would be additional time zones as well, 2 more. So I'm not entirely sure if that's what they're getting at. But yeah. For the record, mainland Australia has 3. So, yeah. Number 6. So this week I found out that Australians call flip-flops thongs. And I have to say, it was definitely an experience. Well, yeah, I know what you Americans think thongs, what you call a thong is. It's a piece of clothing, but clearly you would have realized that that's not what we mean by thongs with an S. That should have been your first warning clue right there. Why would you think that we're wearing, a pair of a clothing item on our feet for? And thongs are just, I don't know. I honestly don't know where we came up with the name thongs for the footwear, but it's just a better name for it. So, yeah. Number 7. Me, when I found out that Australians don't even say shrimp on the barbie. They don't even call them shrimp. They are prawns. Well, yeah. First up, we call them prawns, not shrimp. And second of all, I've never heard of the phrase shrimp on the barbie, or what would be the Aussie variant, prawns on the barbie. So I don't even know where that, on the barbie, like that shrimp on the barbie phrase came from in the first place. It's like, I've never heard of any Aussie cooking prawns on a barbecue before. Maybe that's just me, but, yeah. So I think it was just like part of an ad. So, yeah. It must have been an American ad if they came up with shrimp on the barbie. But yeah. Number 8. My life was changed when I found out that Australians call people they dislike mate, but also use it for people they like. Well, yeah, because that's basically like, it goes back to the old saying, like, keep your friends close, but your enemies even closer, That's where it goes back to, basically. So, yeah. Number 9. I just found out that loads of Australians call slides slippery dicks. Slippery dips. Not slippery dicks. Slippery dips. Fuck you, people are weird. Well, it's more of a... It's a better name than just slides. Like, because slippery dips, well, they're slippery and they dip. So, slippery dips. And as for the fuck you people are weird statement, yeah, I'll give you that one. We are weird, us Aussies, but, we're used to it. Moving along. Number 10. I just discovered that Australians sometimes call their space travellers astronauts, and my day has been noticeably improved. Okay, I've never heard of any like Australians calling their astronauts. This one is just, total bullshit. It just, like, no, we don't do that. So, no. Number 11. I just found out that Australians say fucks me off instead of pisses me off. With this information, I have decided to adopt their terminology effective immediately. Okay, yeah, we do say that, but we also, we use both phrases, fucks me off and pisses me off, so it comes down to a matter of preference as to which one you'd prefer to use, so, And as for trying to adopt our terminology effective immediately, okay, to each their own, I suppose. Number 12. I just found out that Australians call movers removalists. Please don't talk to me today while I process this absolutely ludicrous knowledge. Okay, yeah, we do call them removalists because when you're moving house, you're wanting to get someone to remove things, like remove the heavy things from your house. So calling them movers is just a bit misleading because it's like, you'd assume that they're moving things around but not actually moving them out, which is why we don't call them movers. We call them removalists, because they're actually removing things from a house. It's just logic. So, and as for why this knowledge is ludicrous for, Yeah, I don't know why you think it's ludicrous for. Number 13. Okay, so today I found out that Australians call chickens chooks, and that's the best news I've heard all year. Yep, that's just another name that we came up with for chickens. So, chook. Nothing like, nothing like having a good old Sunday chook, you know? Number 14. Today I learned that Australians call dust devils whirlywinds, and I'm never looking back. That's what they'll always be called from now on. Dust devils. Okay, yeah. I suppose this one's true, but yeah. Moving along. Number 15. Today I learned that Australians call cockapoos sprudels, which makes so much more sense than our sorry excuse of a name. Cockapoos? Sprudels? What? I've never heard of either of those terms. Just like, what? Ugh. Alright, I'm just going to move on because I can't deal with this one, so fuck number 15, so. Number 16. I just found out that Australians call hiking bushwalking, and there's actual tears down my face. Well, I mean, yeah, because the vast majority of the Australian continent is flat, and unless you're along the east coast where the Great Dividing Range is, which is the only really mountainous area of the continent, then that's where you'd actually find low intensity hiking because, even our mountains are pretty, not very mountainy. So, but yeah, that's why it's called bushwalking for, because you're walking through the bush. So, yeah, it just makes sense. But again, it depends where you live and who you ask. Because some people call it hiking, some people call it bushwalking. Most would call it bushwalking. I do, so yeah. Number 17. Just found out that Aussies call sunglasses sunnies, and I think that's the cutest thing ever, and the only way I'm going to refer to my shades. Well, yeah, this is just a classic case of, us Aussies shortening down a word to, because it's what we do. We abbreviate things. Like sunglasses, sunnies. Even I shorten things down or abbreviate things. Like I abbreviate the word abbreviation. So, don't ask me why I do that before, because it's just me, so yeah. Number 18. Just found out that Australians call weed whackers whippersnippers, and that's such a succinct description of what a weed whacker does that it makes it a better name by default. Yeah, because the thing makes a whipping sound and it like snips the weeds right down at the base. So yeah, and like, why would you want to whack weed? Like, weed's good smoke. So yeah, you Americans. Number 19. Just discovered that Australians call documentaries docos, and now documentaries annoy me slightly less. Yeah, again, common case of Aussies abbreviating things, so, just like documentaries. Too many bloody syllables for us. Docos, perfect number. Number 20. I just found out that Australians call mosquitoes mozzies, and I personally like it. Again, another case of, us Aussies just abbreviating something. In this case, mosquitoes becomes mozzies. So, yeah. Number 21. Today I found out that Australians will casually find kangaroos in their backyard or roaming the streets. Okay, this one is like more or less true, but it depends on where you live. Like, you wouldn't find kangaroos just like in the city and whatnot. You'd find them like in regional towns, like around like regional towns and regional areas. Like, it depends where you live. So, but you can find the aside from the cities, you can find kangaroos pretty much anywhere. But like, it just depends. So yeah. Number 22. I found out today that Australians are the only ones who call large hot water dispensers for coffee urns, which is super unfortunate because someone asked me where I got my coffee from, and I said just out of the urn, and I think she thinks I was drinking someone's ashes. Okay, this is like this is a case where an Aussie word like urn has two potential meanings. One, the urn of someone's ashes, and two, the urn for like a container of water. You know, so that's why I say Australian English or Aussie is very much a context-sensitive language because many several words that we Aussies have can have multiple meanings. So you got to be aware of that. Yeah. Number 23. This morning I found out that Australians call coronavirus the spicy cough, and I can't stop thinking about it. No. I've never heard anyone call. I, an Aussie, have never heard anyone call coronavirus the spicy cough. Like, maybe just because you heard a bogan or two say that doesn't mean it's true for all us Aussies. So, no, just don't. It's not true. Number 24. Just discovered that Australians call crackers Christmas bonbons, and I'm crying. Cracker. What is that? Bonbons are those Christmas things that you pull apart and they make a sound, and they usually contain like a paper crown and a little plastic toy. Hence the name bonbons or Christmas bonbons. Although you don't have to call them Christmas bonbons because bonbons is just fine. But why would they call them crackers for? Like, to an Aussie, crackers are like a little salted biscuit that you eat. So, yeah. I thought people around the world called bonbons bonbons. Like, isn't that the case? Like, maybe it's an American thing or something. I'm just assuming that most of these people that have discovered these things are American to start with. So, Americanisms that I'm reading. Ugh. These Americanisms hurt my brain, so yeah. But yeah. Number 25. I just found out that Australians call dachshunds sausage dogs. Well, yeah, we do. Because, like dachshunds are like, to us Aussies, they're like walking sausages. It's just like, yeah. But then again, on second thought, I don't think it's like a term that's restricted to like Aussies as well. So, yeah. Number 26. I just found out that Australians call a gas pump a Bowser, and I don't think I've ever been this happy. Well, yeah, that's true. We call gas pumps, or petrol pumps, as they should be called, because we don't call the liquid that comes out of it gas. We call it petrol. So, and we call the actual thing that you use a Bowser, which actually goes back to the person who invented it, Sylvanus Bowser, an American inventor of the first, self-service fuel pump. So, you know, the more you know. Number 27. Guys, I just found out that Australians pronounce Adidas Adidas. So, well, yeah, we do pronounce that brand Adidas, Adidas. But then again, I don't think your American pronunciation is spot on either, since Adidas is a German brand to start with. So, might want to get off your high horse there, America. Number 28. I just found out that Australians call umbrellas brollies, and I'm just charmed beyond belief. Well, yeah, again, this one's true, but then again, on second thought, I don't think that the term brollies is limited to just, us Aussies, because I think also Brits also call umbrellas brollies as well. So, yeah. Number 29. Last night I found out that Australians call wine bags goons, and that's so fun. Well, yeah, technically we call them goon bags, and there's a classic Aussie game where you get a goon bag and you hang it up on top of the Hills hoist, and you get a bunch of your friends to stand around the Hills hoist clothesline and spin it, and if the goon bag stops in front of you or near you, you take a drink, and then spin again until the goon bag is empty. And then you get another goon bag, pop it on the Hills hoist again, and spin again, classic Aussie drinking game. It's not uncommon for there to be multiple goon bags at any, particular Aussie party. What's a game without, goon roulette? So, And number 30. Today I learned that Australians call quarantine quasar. Right, this is another one that's just not true. Like, the coronavirus equals to spicy cough? No. This one, quarantine equals quasar? Again, no. We don't call it that, so no. It's just like, just because you heard some bogan say it, doesn't mean it's true, so. And yeah, that was a list of 30 things that non-Aussies discovered about Australia. Most of which are true, few that weren't, so yeah. If you enjoyed the video, why not hit that like button, share it around with your friends, subscribe to see more from me, drop a comment down below telling me what you guys think, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. All links will be in the description box below. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye!